It's been almost 50 years since Ford started kicking around the idea of going after the 20-something baby boomers with a small, fun, 2,500-pound sports car built from off-the-shelf parts. In 1964, the Ford Mustang was born, creating the pony car segment. Within 2 years, Chevy had their own pony car in the fight with the heavier, more powerful Camaro. The current king of the pony car corral is Ford's lightweight track fighter, the Mustang Boss 302 Laguna Seca edition. Under the hood is a hot-rodded version of the 5-liter Coyote V8, also found in the Mustang GT. With a new intake manifold, forged pistons, and high-lift cams, the high-revving naturally aspirated engine puts out 444 horsepower and sounds like a 1970s car chase all the way up to its 7,500 RPM redline. The engine, however, is not the real draw of the Laguna Seca. Ford has stripped weight out of the car, with the most obvious concession being the lack of a back seat. In its place is a giant metal shock tower brace so cool it couldn't possibly be covered with carpet. Chevy has taken a different approach to the ultimate pony car and in the process will likely redefine the segment. The 2012 Camaro ZL1 might be a lightweight by Camaro standards, but its secret to speed is in high-tech components and old-fashioned muscle to push it around. Under its carbon fiber vented hood is a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 cranking out a staggering 580 horsepower. But again, the real magic is in the cart, not the horses. While the current generation Camaro has always been a step behind the Mustang in handling, the ZL1 gets a magneto-rheological suspension that Chevy also uses in high-end Corvettes and Cadillacs. The good news for Camaro fans is that this is next-generation equipment and works even better than before. Chevy's goal with all the extra muscle and high-tech tricks was to deliver all the performance you expect in a pony car while also giving you the comfort and luxury found in a GT. To find out if old school can beat the new cool, we headed out to Indy Motorsports Ranch in Arizona for track time around their road course to see which pony is best at Express. Our professional hot shoe and expert horsepower wrangler Randy Popes will set lap times and give feedback on each car. Place your bets, it's time to run them.
Crossing the start-finish line in the Camaro ZL1. A lot of good braking, a lot of control. Well balanced and a long sweeper. I can put it right where I want it. Was I driving with one hand? And the brakes are working. Into the sweeper. It's putting the power down. A little bit of power oversteer, not bad. I can stay in the power over the jump. Late brake. I like the braking. Very powerful, lots of control. Low grip hairpin left. Yeah, it's putting the power down, not quite as well as the Mustang, but on the other hand, it has a lot more power, right? Another tight hairpin, there's some understeer, we got some wheel in it. Torque it out of there. Onto the straightaway leading for the finish line. Soaks up the curbs nicely. 90, 100, 110, finish line. A lot of confidence. I think it's pretty bloody fast. Start-finish line in the Mustang Boss Laguna Seca. Not much confidence in the braking. Good balance in the sweeper. Love the exhaust note. Does not have the brake bite that the Camaro does. Good balance in a high-speed corner. Lots of vertical motion in these bumps. Little understeer into the hairpin. Puts power down well coming off a corner. Not enough brake bite. Get the thing to stop. cornering balance is excellent. Really like it. Dances around more than the Camaro. Down to the hairpin. There's that understeer, but we saw that in the Camaro too. Last corner. Little entry understeer. Good traction on exit. Doesn't like the curbs too much. She jumps around in those bumps. Wow! Across the finish line. We're home. The Mustang was my favorite American muscle car until today. It is amazing what has been accomplished with a live axle rear end. But in the end, I am going to choose the Camaro because it's just more sophisticated than the Mustang. It's faster, more powerful, and the brakes are a much better package.
Randy's driving evaluation of the two cars is backed up by lap data collected over 2 days of driving. The Camaro is constantly pulling away in braking zones and even mid-corner. There are only 2 spots on the track where the Mustang can pull any time back on the Camaro. One is the slowest corner on the track, where the lighter weight Mustang is able to deal with the inherent understeer slightly better. The other area is a sweeping right corner with a crest right at the apex. All the extra momentum in the heavier Camaro wants to carry it right to the outside of the track, and the Mustang just seems to tuck in a little more. In the end, the Camaro comes out on top, 2.54 seconds a lap faster than the Mustang. Before anyone says how unfair the competition is because we're pitting a naturally aspirated Mustang against a supercharged Camaro, the Camaro only gained 0.4 of a second on the straight. Even without the horsepower disparity, the Mustang will be roughly 2 seconds back every lap. The Camaro clearly came out on top of this fight. Although the Boss 302 is arguably the best Mustang ever built, it just feels and performs like it's a generation behind. Before the ZL1 came along, the Boss 302 defined the pony car class. Supercharged or not, it was the benchmark. It's lightweight, powerful, driver-focused, and fun to drive. But it is simply outclassed in this competition. The Camaro ZL1 is now the benchmark for a new generation of pony car. Supercar levels of performance with the daily driving comfort of a GT wrapped in a nostalgic package. But this isn't over. To ruffle Chevy's feathers during the Camaro's coming out party, Ford announced the updated 650 horsepower GT500 at the 2011 Los Angeles Auto Show. When we finally get our hands on the 2013 GT500 and the Camaro ZL1 at the same time, we will find out who is the new king of the corral.